There's an old sports saying, no one ever came to see the referee, but if there weren't any referees, would there be anything to see?
Tonight, Fox 8's Bob Buckley shows us how people are leaving the officiating profession in huge numbers, and the people in it say if something doesn't change, we may not have these sporting events much longer.
Let me in. Y'all gotta let me in, okay? It's gonna go high. Just kidding.
Brandon Marion has put 3 decades of his life into officiating basketball and soccer.
2 shots, guys. 23's my shooter.
And it's been...
No, you can't. Once it goes through, you gotta let it go.
A true labor of love.
No. That least the other stuff is bad.
I played sports growing up. I was okay. I wasn't great. But this gives me a chance to step on the court or the field at a level that I could never play at. And still be a part of the game and experience that excitement that the players get to.
In a recent survey done by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association, more than half of refs say they're considering quitting, and overwhelmingly, they say the reason is the abuse they take while they work.
I've been punched in the head in a soccer game. Pennies have been thrown at me at a professional soccer game in Raleigh.
We've reported it over and over on the news.
Oh my God, the ref just got punched in the face by a player.
From colleges to...
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Even the pros.
Contact with an official.
But the worst of it, Brandon insists, comes from the stands.
Parents, unfortunately, parents. Yeah, some of them are vicariously living through their kids. Some of them just take it out after a long, hard day at work. But it's usually the parents that are toughest to deal with.
People are just so intolerant.
Q Tucker is a former high school and college athlete and is now the commissioner of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Poor sportsmanship, behavior issues have grown in the 30-plus years that I've been here in a manner that is just unacceptable.
So much so that Tucker co-authored an op-ed about the crisis that the abuse is leading to.
We would lose high school sports as we know them.
It's hard to find the officials, and without the officials, it's just a scrimmage or it's just gym class.
Brandon Marion doesn't just ref basketball.
15. What's his name? Max. Hey, get the ball to an official. Don't just drop it on the ground. Just give it to an official, okay?
He schedules refs for soccer all around the state.
With soccer, the referees started as young as 14 years old, and the abuse, I mean, we're losing probably 60 to 70% of officials a season. The turnover rate is 70% a season.
Q Tucker does still get people calling who want to sign up for the gig.
I would like to know what the registration fee is to officiate softball, volleyball, and also the insurance through the state.
But not nearly enough to replace the more than 3/4 of refs who are over the age of 45 and will lose more than just the entertainment these games provide.
Sports is a holding power. It has been said that high school sports is the best dropout prevention program we have. And I think that's true in some real sense.
If we want these sports to continue, it may be up to how we decide to act when we're in the stands.
5-10 years from now, people won't remember the score of that game, but they'll remember how you acted and how you behaved.
Works for me.
Bob Buckley.
There you go. Works for me.
Fox 8 News.
Both Q Tucker and Brandon Marion say the change has to start with the schools and the athletes to demand better behavior.